What's going on, everybody? Got a pickups video for you guys today. These are pickups that I've had over the last week or so from coin shops around my area. One of the pieces that I will be sharing with you today is a poured piece from some of my friends, a collaboration. It's a one of a kind as far as I know. We have some cool silver rounds. We found some old pours. We even have some new stuff being made by a local coin shop of mine, which I'll talk about as well. The price has been pretty crazy. The price today had, early this morning had dropped down into the 26s after hitting $29.90 not too long ago before it came back down. It's what silver does, not too surprised about it. It goes up, it comes down, we all know that. We'll see where it settles out. I will continue to go out there, like I tell you, almost every time. I'll go out there and I'll find stuff like this, continue to purchase consistently, looking for deals. And speaking of deals, I will show you this one first. You see this Geiger bar here. This looks like the old style Geiger 10-ounce bar, but it's not. It's a 2024 bar that was made by Kazoo Bullion, which is a coin shop. And they also have a website, which they sell quite a bit on and have for a long time, Kazoo Bullion. If you've watched one of my older videos, they had a Geiger bar like this made with their logo on the front. Geiger does make bars for people. And this one is a 2024. Normally you would have to use a black light to see this, but they had this put on the back by Geiger to show that it is the new bar, to separate it from the old. It definitely is still serialized. And this one, they had some of them come in, I don't know if they were wrapped in a band or had a little bit of tarnish on the side here. And so they had these in a box marked $1 over spot. So I picked this one up for $2.80, which I didn't think was too bad at the time. You know, silver had come down a little bit. It's come down a little bit more. But they had a nice box there with a lot of 5-ounce cast bars that they make, and these bars in there with a sign on them, buck over spot, just because it's got that little bit of tarnish. And I wanted one of these anyways. And I don't mind a little bit of tarnish on the side. That's not going to deter me from picking it up. So I was happy to pick up this 10-ounce. And if you guys aren't familiar with Kazoo, K-Z-O-O Bullion, go check them out, kazoobullion.com. They're done lots of dealing with them. I know a lot of other people have too. I'm happy that they are one of my local shops in my area to deal with. They're good people over there, and they have some good deals. You know, they have some good deals with new stuff and cheap stuff. And I mean, if you watch Louis' videos, he shares that they're 3-ounce bars, which are cool. I've seen those firsthand. Actually, I don't remember if I have any of those in my stack yet or not. But, you know, in the 5-ounce bars, $1 over spot. They usually have the best deals on Buffaloes online. So pretty cool place. So I like to bring info to you guys if you're not aware, you know, and spread some information for good deals. You know, it is local to me, but it also is one of the cheapest places you can get stuff online. So let's look at some of these silver rounds. This one's a North American big game. You guys might, if you were out there and you pick up rounds and old art bars, you may recognize this one's a white-tailed deer, which is big here in Michigan. I'm a hunter, been a hunter since I was a kid. I do have hunting property up north, which I enjoy going and hunting white-tailed deer every year. Just to have a good time with that. I did find a few prospectors, have some 84s and 85s, and there's a few more up here. A couple of each I picked up. Nice minty rounds. Always happy to add those to the stack when I can, when they're nice and cheap. Here we got a 1982. You guys may recognize this one. It's Worldwide Mint. Worldwide Mint, 1981. They have some rounds from 81, 82. Nice eagle. I really like this design. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit better. Also had a nice pressed 10-ounce bar with this big eagle on it. It's just a cool design in my opinion. I like the Worldwide Mint. Have quite a few of these rounds. I just keep picking them up. I probably have a roll or so of these. I just like the design. So next we have, I wasn't sure if I had one of these or not. It looked kind of familiar to me, but I've been doing this for quite some time. So it's Bonneville Metals Inc. 1 troy ounce, 99 fine silver. On the other side, it says Americana. It has some mountains on there, firm as the mountains. Cool little round, so I went ahead and picked that one up. Next, we will share with you this one, Denali. Let's go ahead and zoom back into so we can appreciate the detail on this round. Some of these rounds are just great. You know, the older rounds are great. Not sure how old this one is, probably not that old, but it is one of the Seal of the State Alaska silver rounds. I didn't look to see if there was a year on it, probably not. I have quite a few of the Seal of Alaska silver rounds from different years, and saw this one and it came home with me. I was happy to find that one as well. Let's see what else we have here. Here is a Golden State Mint, early mid 80s round, the Highland Light. Have quite a few of these with different variations on the back side of them. Golden State Mint, pick those up when I can. Especially when the prices are good, you know, I'll wait for a dip in price. Here's a newer round, it's Metal Ore. You guys have probably seen Metal Ore. It's been around for a long time. It's a Swiss company. Actually, I think it's a Japanese-owned company now, but it originated. One thing about collecting rounds and collecting silver bars, you look up stuff over the years, and I know Metal Ore's been around for a while. I have other Metal Ore pieces. I know that it says down here 1852. I know they, if I remember correctly, they started as like a jewelry maker. I think they made like watches and stuff. And then in the 1900s, they turned to a refinery. And then I don't think it was that long ago. I mean, they still have, they're still, I believe, in Switzerland, but they have multiple places. And I think, you know, their main owner is a Japanese company now. I think happened not that long ago. But yeah, what my whole point is you learn about these things as you look them up over the years and trying to find out about different mints. It's crazy what you remember or what you recall from looking. Honest value never fails. Here's one that is very popular that we've seen for a long time. This one happens to be the Liberty Mint, the Constitution Mint back in '73. There's lots of different years of this round. I just like this round. When I see them, I pick them up. I didn't put any of these rounds in these airtights. They were all in airtights when I got them, so I was kind of happy with that. One of the coin shops around here, or actually lots of the coin shops around here, they just seem to put them all in airtights for you, so I have no problem with that. Here's a nice looking one. This one caught my eye. George Washington, 1982. Beautiful condition on this silver round. Now this one is the 250th anniversary. Washington, sorry for moving it around so fast. Just a nice clean looking round. I didn't have one of these yet, as far as I know, in my collection. So that was a nice one to add. And we're getting down here to a couple of the last ones. And before I show you the bars, the vintage bars that I got, in the bin there, they had a 1991 Libertad I was able to pick up. This one's got some really nice, beautiful rainbow rim toning. I don't have the ideal light to show that off to you guys, but just a nice looking Libertad there. Good deal, obviously, anytime you can get a Libertad, especially an older one, you know, in the bin with the regular rounds. That's a win in my book. I was definitely happy to get that. This last one here actually comes in a stand. It stands up, and you can see it says a day to remember, President John F. Kennedy, 1963. On the back here, serialized 102. This is actually, this bar was made by the Colonial Mint. And I did see a few of these sell on eBay in the case. They sell for quite a bit of premium. Nice premium. Colonial Mint bars are definitely collectible. And I'm not sure exactly how many of these, but we can see here's 102, how many of these were made or how many of these were made in the case. But pretty cool nonetheless. Got that, you know, obviously the same price as everything else. So I was happy to scoop that. Let's check out the vintage pieces. The actual bars. Here we have an extruded bar. I did not pay that or anywhere close to that. But it is a 5-ounce California Crown Mint. I've had plenty of these in the past. When I find stuff like this and I get a good price for it, I pick it up. I think I paid like, other than this one I told you I just picked up recently for 280, I think it was $282. The rest of these I got, I think it was $30 an ounce. So I'm pretty happy with that. At the time, when I picked these up, you know, silver was right around that 29, 28 mark. Here we have a nice old poured bar we saved for last, saved the best for last in my opinion. You can see there GR. I need to do a little bit more research on this one, but it's really cool that you can see the ripples all the way up to the pigtail there from where that bar was poured. Definitely probably 70s, early 70s type bar, even possibly late 60s, not 100% sure. Like I stated, I have to do some research. I've had bars definitely like this. This bar reminds me, the shape and even the characteristics of this bar remind me of a Drew silver bar. If you guys know who GNR is, like I said, I have not looked that up yet. I should have looked into that a little bit before I shared my pickups here with you. But I have not had one of these in the past. This one is new to me, but very cool character. Anytime you can pick up the old vintage pours like this, same price as you can the rounds, and when they come in few and far between nowadays. So I always try to grab them if I can. Just another beauty, nice 10-ounce bar to add to the collection with some sweet character. I like these old bars with the cut off pigtails here, just how they were poured, just how they were made. Absolutely love that. So let's go ahead and zoom out. I hope you guys have been finding some good stuff out there. If you've been hunting for it, you know, it's hit or miss. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I saved this one for last. This one, if you're familiar with Mrs. V or Mr. Vulcan, this is a 2.4 ounce all-in chip collab with Vulcan 5678. It's pretty cool little poured round here. They got it marked P for prototype. I don't believe this is they've made any more. It's an all-in poker chip type deal. I think they were going to use this as a different channel's channel bar, but for whatever reason it didn't happen. But very cool piece. This was up for sale on Instagram from Mrs. Vulcan, Mrs. V. So it's probably pretty much, this is a one of a kind. With both of their stamps on there. You guys know that I am a collector of community pours, have been for a long time. I have quite a few pieces from both of these people, and they're both good friends of mine. So when I saw this up for sale, I absolutely had to have it. So that one will be going into my community stack. Absolutely love it. But we'll get back to it. I hope you guys have been finding some stuff. Again, being able to find stuff's few and far between these days. You know, when I do find stuff, and I check all the time, check different coin shops, you have to get in there. There's some times where when I found this bar and this bar, I wasn't going to stop that day. It was a day that I normally don't stop. I said, you know what? I'm going to be driving by it. I might as well stop. I'm not going out of my way. And I just happened to stop, and they had these in there, and they had just come in that day. So I went ahead and grabbed them. So, you know, you never, like I said, you never know until you actually get out there and you hunt them down. And that's part of the fun for it. That's part of the fun for me. That's been part of the fun for me for a very long time when it comes to collecting silver. And I know I see a lot of people out there nowadays collecting older rounds and older bars, and I love it. You know, it's the way I've been doing it pretty much since the absolute beginning. Never was a Buffalo guy, never was a Silver Eagle guy, never was any of that type of stuff. I went in looking for the art bars and the rounds, still continue to do it till this day. When I get some time, I'll start pulling those out, and we can start going through my collection. I'll try to put some stuff together when I get some time, when I can. Start going through some of those with you guys. That might be some fun stuff to do. Now that I'm seeing a lot more people interested, I know there's quite a few of you out there that have stacked that way for a long time too, but seeing a lot of new people, or new to me anyways, newer channels to me out there, showing off a lot of art bars and rounds, and I'm happy to see it, fun to see it. I like watching those videos, like watching your guys' collections and what you pick up. And as far as the market goes, don't know, guys, can't tell you, not really sure. I told you many times I'll be excited. I'm not gonna get excited until it's over 30 and holds there. I don't know if it's a short-term pullback, long-term pullback. I don't know. I don't usually try to speculate too much. There's too much craziness stuff going in the world right now to even attempt to speculate. The news can change, something can change and completely change the markets as far as silver goes. Silver can move on hype. It can move on lots of different things. So I just continue to purchase consistently. I mean, if I was out there buying monster boxes or hundreds of ounces at a time all the time, I'd try to, you know, time my purchases. But again, I'm not out there buying maples. I'm not buying eagles. I'm not buying 90% junk. I'm not buying any of that stuff. This is the type of stuff that I buy that already has built-in premium in it, that, you know, you could turn around and flip for more than what you paid for it the day that you bought it. You can't say that about other stuff. You can't say that about everything, but, you know, not everybody stacks this way, and that's perfectly okay. It does sound a lot like I hate on the eagles and the maples and things like that. I definitely don't hate on it. This is just how I prefer to stack. This is how I have fun. This keeps me excited, engaged, you know, and I throw in stuff like this and stuff like this, and I'm a collector of coins and everything. You know, as you guys know, if you watch my channel, I'm just not a big guy into, you know, regular government bullion, never have been. Not a big guy into 90%. Although when the premium on the 90% is down, you know, lower than rounds and such, you know, if you're into that type of stuff, that's the type of time to wait. Not like a couple years ago when the premiums were absolutely insane, and every single video that you saw on YouTube was talking about how there's never going to be any more made and you have to get it before it's gone, and everybody blew their wad on the 90%, and every dang video you saw was about it. And you know, and everybody ran out there and bought tons of it, and then it went down to like what, $17, $18 face, after everybody was paying $30 some face for it. You know, that's not me talking smack. That's the reason I bring that up, guys, is just realize, just be patient. You know, I've always preached patience when it comes to stacking. Don't overspend. Don't buy when everybody else is trying to buy stuff. Don't fall into the hype of, you know, you have to get things now. You have to go buy this now. This is the best way. You know, there is no best way. Everybody does it different. Everybody's goals are different. Everybody stacks different. Everybody has different reasons why, you know, and that's fine. You may say, you know what, I'm going to pay that high premium on the 90% because I feel like, you know, the end of the world's coming and I can barter. I'm not in that camp. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? For the end of the world and bartering, I have guns and ammo. I don't stack 90% for that. But I don't want to turn this video into a video about 90%. But yeah, I tend to go off on that one. And the reason I do go off on that one, and it's only because I'm trying to help you guys, help people that watch my channel, help people who stack, you know, not fall for the shenanigans that are out there. And you know what? I was just watching a video the other day, Spectacular. If you guys watch Spectacular, the guy that does videos with the coin guy and such, he had a video, and this is what reminded me of. He had a video out there talking about are coins good investments, you know, mostly slab. He showed off a lot of stuff. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw a few moments of it, but it reminded me because I was on his channel like a year or two ago when all this crazy stuff was going on. I was watching the Vermilion guy, I forget his name, but he was on there. And the reason I remember it's because I left a comment, and I don't always leave longer comments. I left a longer comment. The guy came on there and said that the call Morgans and call peace dollars will always, and he used the word always, will always be a better investment. You will always have a better ROI than slabbed Morgans and peace dollars. And I disagreed with him, of course. Now, that video, I think it was like bullion versus numismatics or whatever, did not age well, you know, and I'm not picking on Spectacular, and he didn't say it, the guy said it, you know what I mean? You know, don't take it like that. I'm not trying to knock anybody. My whole point of bringing that up is times change all the time. The premiums change all the time. What people are willing to pay changes all the time. Just be careful, especially when you're a dealer and you're out there and you're using the word never and always and get it now because it's going to go away. Like, you guys just have to remember, and I'm not accusing this man of anything. I don't know him at all. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, if somebody's trying to sell you something, just realize they're trying to sell you something, you know, stating something that's completely false and trying to push you to buy something specific, saying always buy this, it's always going to be the better deal. If you start hearing terms like that or people start talking like that, don't take them seriously. If they got good deals and you want to do business with them, do business with them. Just realize you don't have to agree with everybody you do business with. Just, that's all. that's all. I try to warn people, especially new stackers. There's a lot of new people out there. There always is lots of new people coming in to the hobby, into the investment, into whatever you want to call it, right? So just be aware of that. Don't get caught up in the hype, no matter where the market's at, no matter what people are saying. Be consistent. Don't overspend, and have fun with it. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay, rant's over. Had to have a little bit of a rant there, but stuff like that drives me crazy. But anyways, appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the videos. Please give me a thumbs up. Check out my other pickups videos if you like videos like this. It's just me showing off older stuff or stuff that I pick up when I go out there hunting, and the occasional rant or two. But appreciate you guys. See you on the next.